This video is made for adult collectors because ginormous Optimus Prime with teeth all over him because intimidating, I guess. I don't know. Oh, you know, just your average day with Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime. It's a pretty nicely sizable toy. Oh. He big. What a big piece of dookie. But it's interesting. We are looking at more Beast Hunters. I swear that is not intentional. But this thing is, well, broken. I wanted to make a video on this ever since this guy did so well, but the closest place to me that had one had a broken ear and a missing shoulder pad. But well, it was like $20. Seems as though the previous owner dropped it on this side because that's where all the busted bits are. Anyways, Ultimate Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime is a large ass toy, like Commander class sized, and it looks funky. I do like the silver all over. There is a lot more here than I would have expected for a Beast Hunters thing. And I like this shade of blue they used, but the red feels very like plasticky looking, which I guess makes sense, it's plastic, but it looks weird next to that blue. I've always thought this part on the arms kind of look like speakers a bit. He is basically like all leg though. Like he has got a lot going down there in them legs. It's also pretty clever that all the wheels hide away in the legs. It's super simple the way they do it, but it's really effective and kind of neat. He also has an entire halo on his back, but this is actually quite cool. While I would have preferred the wings, because this design looks cool with the wings, Lord knows it would have helped the alt mode, but we'll talk about that later. The gimmick here is super neat. The sharp grill part on the front with all the teeth on it, you pull that down and the entire halo spins on the back to display a new dragon head. It also has firing missiles in there, but alas, I have none of them. But it works like 70% of the time. Every once in a while it gets jammed and it can be a tiny bit annoying. He also comes with a massive ass sword that looks like something made of bone from Monster Hunter or Dark Souls, but it's a sick ass cleaver looking thing with like all the teeth that are different sizes going on through the blade. He's also supposed to come with a shield, but again, this didn't come with that, it was used. He is also supposed to light up, but the corrosion has literally stuck the compartment shut for the batteries like inside. I've unscrewed the screw and it will not come off. His posing kind of sucks though. So this thing's articulation kind of sucks, and his, you know, range of motion sucks, and it's old and big and hollow, and the joints, so they just suck. It's not fun. So to start with, the head can only rotate like that. That's it. And I assume that's because I think the eyes light up. I can't quite remember actually off the top of my head, but I think the eyes light up, and so like the head only goes that far on this copy. If I push it any further, it feels like it's gonna pop out. I don't know if that's just my copy, but yeah, the head doesn't want to go anywhere past. Oh wait, no, I forced it. Okay, it goes that far. Oh, now it doesn't want to move. Okay, shoulders, they can ratchet a full 360. That halo's moving. They can go out that far. The shoulder pad doesn't get in the way of that. You do have a bicep rotation, single jointed elbow, and then like a wrist wiggle. It just sort of wiggles. These do not like staying in place at all. They come off super frequently. You'd be like, oh, cool, and then there it goes. That's a wee bit annoying. He does have a waist joint. Very clicky waist joint, and it rotates at a weird angle just because of transformation. Hips can go forward. They can go back. They can go out that far. You have above the knee, ratcheted swivel. 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and that's it. And as you can see there, yeah, okay, so the hip ratchets and the knee ratchets, they're not strong. They don't take very much effort to just have the whole thing fall over. You give it a little bit of a push if the desk like shakes a little bit. I don't understand why they do this every once in a while, where they give like, especially during this time period, same thing can be said with like Thrilling 30 Metroplex. They give them ratchets that aren't able to hold the entire figure up. And there's a lot of play in between each click, like a lot. And so it likes to fall. He is big and dumb and kind of fun, honestly. He fits well on the shelf with my big toys, but the stability of this thing and the feel are just off. He does become a truck, but well, it's not. Just have a look. All right, this thing is not hard to transform. It could do more. The shoulder pad's down. It could do more. So to start with, what we're going to do is push the head in. So you push the head into place, and then this panel's going to come in and clip into place here. When it wants to. You get one end in, and then the other end just doesn't want to It doesn't want to do the do. Come on. Ah. Oh, come on, please. Oh, now this end's in, but the other end isn't. Ah, there it is. It's in place. Hooray. Then you take this back section here and you unclip it and just sort of fold it up like that. And it's gonna do that continuously. Next thing we're gonna wanna do is fold the shoulder pads down. Rotate the arms at the bicep 180 degrees. Bring them back. There's the battery compartment that's stuck. And then you bring this in and the shoulder pads will just kind of fit into these slots back here on either side. The arms don't peg, get out of the way. The arms don't peg together. Get out of the way. I kind of wish they did, but the thing that keeps falling over wants to peg in because it pegs in to the arms and keeps them into place. Then you rotate the waist 180 degrees. You come down here and you just want to, if they would come out, get both of those out of there. And then the legs will peg together at the knee, down there, and then at the top here with the world's biggest stress mark. And then there's 2 tabs sticking out of the shins that are gonna go into the forearms. So you bring that up, clip that all together. Come on. Then you rotate these down, bring out the grill on either side, bring this up, and then they're going to peg together and then peg into the front here like that. And there you have the stupid ass truck mode. And then, so I'll explain this later, but he doesn't have anything to hide away his limbs. They're just hanging out. These, well, this and the shield would be what would hide the wheels away. So you just sort of, like, you could peg that into there, or you could do what I do and peg it into here this way, because it kind of hides the arms a bit better. Then you would plug the shield on this side to hide this away. But yeah, that's very exposed, and that doesn't really do much. You plug it in this way and it kind of just looks weird. It also doesn't like staying in place, but it's a truck mode, I guess. It has wheels and it has a windshield and it likes to split at the back. I don't know what else to say about that. That is a man folded up pretending to be a truck. It looks like someone bought a store-bought transforming costume and just sort of is lying down. This is why I wish it had the jetpack over Halo Infinite on its back. The jetpack would have probably folded around and down to like cover these exposed, well, everything like the Voyager did. The Halo still works on the back here, but the mechanism is now blah 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 blah. I messed that up completely. The Halo still works on the back here, but the mechanism is now blocked. Fortunately, it's got a secondary handle to trigger the gimmick, and it works a bit better than the needle teeth one on the front. He's still also big, very big. Surprisingly, he doesn't feel like he weighs much for being so massive because he's basically hollow. But this thing is neat, if very awkward and weird. Do I recommend it? Not really, but it's a cool toy nonetheless. If you want a Beast Hunters Prime, I would just recommend getting the Voyager. Because again, none of these are actually super accurate to the guy in the show, but that Voyager is just a much nicer experience over this or the other Voyager that didn't have the jetpack or the little guy. Like, just get the one with the jetpack. That's the one I would recommend the most. But that's my look at Beast Hunters Ultimate Optimus Prime. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.